Three brothers, three leaders. The E-Boys went off for Week 9. I've got highlights of Trey's standout performance as well as the rest of the players on today's episode of 434 in the NFL. Hello and welcome back everyone to Week 9. Although Halloween is over and all the decorations are gone, the NFL is still a scary place to be, especially when you're facing off against an Edmunds brother. I wore my E-Boys shirt for them today because they went crazy on Sunday. Tremaine and Terrell both led their teams in defense, had most tackles across the board. And on the other side of the ball, Trey led the Steelers in rushing yards. So we're going to kick off today's highlights with them, starting out with Tremaine and the Bills. The Bills won at home at 24-9. It's Tremaine's second week in a row with 9 tackles. Redskins going to Adrian Peterson, but Tremaine tracks him and brings him down to the ground. Tremaine's got 60 total tackles on the season, 182 in his 2-year career with the Bills. Moving on to his brothers in Pittsburgh. T.Eddie's first handoff went for a 45-yard run, the most on either team for the day. Look at Terrell run down the sidelines to celebrate with his brother. Trey had 12 carries for 73 yards, most rushing for the Steelers. And then on special teams, he comes up with the big defensive stop. Look how quick he gets down the field, puts the pressure on the Colts. Steelers force a turnover, get the ball back to put them in field goal range. Look at this in slow motion. Trey with a big hit, puts pressure on the Colts. They can't handle it. Moving on to his brother on the other side of the ball, Terrell had 8 total tackles, the most on the team for the Steelers. And then Terrell prevented the Colts from getting a 2-point conversion, which would have had the game tied at 26 apiece. 2 takeaways for the Steelers after Sunday is that Minkah Fitzpatrick was a great pickup since he's put on the black and yellow. He's had 4 interceptions and this 96-yard pick 6. And then one just little tidbit of information for Colts fans out there. Laces out. But thank you for not doing this in Heinz Field. Steelers won 26-24. They now have an even record of 4-4 on the season and are 3-2 at home. Another home win for the 434. Thornhill and the Chiefs won 26-23 versus the Vikings. Juan had 4 total tackles on the day. 2 of them were solo, and it's their second win without Mahomes. But the MVP is expected to be back out on the field this coming Sunday. Jacksonville struggled across the pond, losing 26-3. And even though Will gave Minshew space and time to connect on this play, he would struggle against the Texans, throwing 2 interceptions. The world's been Minshew mania, but he's expected to be on the sidelines after their bye, as Nick Foles will be returning as their starting quarterback. Foles has been out since week 1, where he suffered a fractured collarbone, but he's healthy, been involved in practices, and is expected to play again for the Jags. Our last highlight of the day is for Bobby Massie and the Bears. They lost in Philly 22-14. Trubisky struggled this day, only went 10 of 21, 125 yards, sacked 3 times, but didn't struggle on the handoff play, and neither did Massie, creating a way for the Bears to get a touchdown. Chicago's not off to their best start this season. They're 3-5 and are in last place in the NFC North. As always, it's time for the 434 football update of the week. I've got some exciting news for you guys. I've created a Facebook page for this at 434 in the NFL, so make sure you guys go give it a like and follow. I want to be more interactive throughout the week rather than just posting this one video. So on there, I'll be sharing articles that I find and other highlights and maybe some fun facts. So follow it. The link will be underneath the video, as well as a link to the E-Boys clothing. If you want to buy their apparel to show support and love, you can find it underneath the video. Next week's game's going to take a look at those now. The 6-2 Bills will be taking on the 2-6 Browns. And the Bears will have a chance at redemption, a chance to move up in the NFC North as they're playing the Lions, who are only 1 spot ahead of them. And the Chiefs versus Titans. Kansas City is expected to have Mahomes back out on the gridiron. All these games will be at 1 o'clock. At 4:25, the Rams versus the Steelers at Heinz Field, where Pittsburgh has a winning record at home this season. Our only team on bye for Week 10 will be Jacksonville. So make sure you guys go give that page a like and follow. Let me know some things you'd like to see in the weeks to come, and follow it to stay up to date on everything. I'll be back next week because week 10 will be coming to you soon.